Sword of the Sea must be the most beautiful game I will play all year, and everyone who worked on it should be incredibly proud of this fact. However, it doesn't have much else going for it. Sword of the Sea was released on the 19th of August for PC and PlayStation 5. It was developed and published by Giant Squid, who are known for games Abzu and The Pathless, which also follow the trait of looking stunning. The game follows a mysterious character brought to life by a tiny droplet of water, and then must explore an old and derelict world while surfing on a sword. As you progress through this derelict land, you'll start to then bring life back to the world by interacting with orbs of the sea and using your special powers. The genres present for this game are adventure, exploration, and atmospheric, and the game does hit all of these points perfectly. You spawn into the world for the first time, and you're greeted by this beautiful landscape that keeps getting more stunning as you bring life back to it. You are pulled in every direction to explore and experience all of this world has to offer. You will then find time trials for tricks, hidden collectibles, a wide variety of sea creatures, chests, and shells. The story of the game is quite interesting, but it is very short. There is a total of 8 chapters on offer, with New Game Plus being accessible once you finish the game for the first time. I don't expect to play for a long time, as I completed the game in under 5 hours, and that was while leaving it running to have dinner and a few other things. There is an achievement to finish the game in under 2 hours, so that speaks for itself. You then meet 3 characters within Sword of the Sea, and none speaks at all. The game features silent characters while trying to immerse you into the world, and the game would benefit from a bit of text. Overall, the story was heavily focused on exploring and getting to the end of the journey with its ups and downs, while only really picking up the pace for an endgame boss fight, which I absolutely loved because it must have been the most exciting part of the game. The boss fight would be just as fun if it featured in a game like Zelda, so the devs should feel good about this. The game doesn't feature any choices for the player other than to explore here, there, and everywhere, as you can stick to the main path and breeze through the game without any repercussions. Sword of the Sea offers no actual combat in the game, and there are no enemies present until the final boss, and deadly environments towards the end of the game. However, the game still features unlockable abilities related to the sword. For example, while playing through the game, I unlocked the ability to perform tricks, rotational tricks, and the ability to drop in the air. Once you get more gold, more abilities are unlocked, but you will unlock these mainly through New Game Plus. Other mechanics are your usual skateboard/surfboard controls. You can do tricks, jump, and in this case even triple jump. Nothing too out of the ordinary. There are some incredible moments, but I'll let you explore these since I don't want to spoil entire sections of the game. The game's graphic and art style are among its best features. It is honestly the most beautiful game of the year. I don't think any other game can even compete, and I don't say that lightly. From the blues, greens, environments, and biomes, every location and moment in this game is breathtaking. It feels like they went a bit too heavily into this rather than focusing on other areas, but breathtaking graphics do help sell a game. I am someone who absolutely loves soundtracks. If a piece of music grips me, I'll listen to it endlessly on Spotify or YouTube for the next month. My girlfriend absolutely hates me for this trait, however, Sword of the Sea struggles with doing this. After finishing the game, I can't think of a single piece of music I would listen to outside of the game. Maybe the final boss fight music at a push, but everything else just feels like the perfect soundtrack to an aquarium, which in all honesty fits the theme of the game so well. It is just that in my preferences, it does nothing for me. I love how immersive aquariums can be with the music, but I struggle to appreciate it in Sword of the Sea. Sword of the Sea does offer replayability for those looking to 100% it. It provides a chapter select feature and New Game Plus, as you won't get all the abilities in one playthrough. There are also several collectibles to find, from shells, creatures, and achievements to get. My favorite things to see were the time trial trick areas, which I found all in my first playthrough. They were very easy to complete, however, where I only spammed random buttons on the controller while in the air, so unfortunately they didn't offer much challenge. Overall though, I did have a fun time with Sword of the Sea. It is a breathtaking game with a fantastic boss fight, which I would replay. I'm unsure if the game pulled me in enough to replay the story for a second time, but considering it takes 2 to 4 hours to beat it, it isn't asking for the most significant time investment. The game has great visuals which draw you in. You then want to explore and discover the world set before you, and the characters are very well designed. I think the biggest drawbacks are the silent characters, lack of challenge even in time trick areas, and lack of music that pulls you in. The biggest drawback for me, however, is the $30 price tag. I could easily recommend this to friends and family while on sale, but at full price, I just can't justify that for anyone. Overall, I would give the game a solid 7 out of 10. It probably won't win awards soon, but it is a decent game to sink some time into when you have that new game itch or need something to pass the time on a rainy day when you're stuck inside for a few hours. You'll appreciate the exploration and beauty of the game, but it would struggle to become a fan favorite for anyone. I would love to see more depth in a game like this, as it is evident that Giant Squid is great at making stunning worlds. They need to add more layers on top of that. 100% though, I recommend picking this game up on a sale at a cheaper price, as it will be worth any money you spend on it. Anyway, thank you all for watching this review. Let me know what you think about Sword of the Sea in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews like this. Gaming isn't cheap anymore, so people need to be careful where they're spending their money, and hopefully this video helped you decide whether to pick up Sword of the Sea or not. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.